Welcome to Drive Time with KJ. I'm your host, KJ Bell. This is the show where I get in my car, start driving, and talk about things. Today, why shoe shopping is awful. My car is fighting me. All right, here we go. There's somebody parked in front of me in what is technically a red zone. Apologies for the beeping as I navigate my way out of this spot. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Shoe shopping. You know, I have large feet. I wear a 12 or a 13, depending upon the brand. I would probably wear a 12 and a half, honestly, but they stopped doing half sizes at like an 11. So I don't get that luxury. But because I have such big feet, the problem I often have is that they don't make the cool shoes in my size. So I will frequently go shoe shopping and see shoes that I really love that are not in my size. And because, depending on where you go, of course, because I have the large feet, I'm normally toward the back of a row. So I will walk by shoes in smaller sizes. So I either have to like look down and divert my eyes, or just accept that I'm gonna see shoes on the way to the ones that fit me, that I love, that I will not find. So that's always fun. Another problem with having the big feet is like, they take up, if I take 2 pairs of shoes on a trip, it takes up half of my suitcase. I have to plan my trips around the shoes and the outfits I'm gonna wear around the shoes. And I'm not just some straight guy with absolutely no fashion sense, okay? My people cannot just wear whatever shoes we want with whatever outfit. We'll get drummed out. I'll lose my gay card. And I don't want that. I love how people think they can just put their hazards on and, oh yes, I can just do whatever I want. My hazards are on. I can be wherever I want to be. Also, like, who are we kidding when we try on shoes? Like, there should be more of a try it out policy, right? Because like, we put on one shoe and take like 3 steps up and down a block and think that's going to represent the literal miles we're going to be walking in said shoes. It's ridiculous. And a lot of places, once you wear them, you can't return them. Because big shoe store doesn't want you to be returning stuff. They just want you to buy more shoes. So it's hard to know if you're actually going to like the shoes. Also, there are a lot of shoes that are fine for like just a day of wearing and just, you know, wandering about your job, but that you don't want to walk in, right? I wore a pair of shoes. I was flying and I had to connect through Denver, which I refer to as the mile-long airport, because you frequently have to walk forever to connect at your gate. And I was wearing shoes that are fine for standing around, but not for walking, because can't pack them in my suitcase. Needed those shoes for a performance. So I was wearing the performance shoes. I had blisters for weeks after that because it was awful, because these are not walking shoes. But I didn't think I'd be walking because I was flying. Okay, just come on over then, I guess. That's cool. You know, I said in one video, it's like, if the BMWs and the Teslas of the world, were you an asshole before you got the car? Mercedes are similar. My grandfather drove a Mercedes, an old Mercedes. Do with that what you will. And you know, there's different places you can shop for shoes that come with their own arguments, right? Like you have some stores that are like specially for shoes. Like I loved Payless BOGO. So sad that closed. But you know, you go to your formerly Paylesses, your Famous's footwear, etc. And there's often just children running amok, which, as we have discussed in multiple videos, drives me crazy. Like, control your children. And then you'll go to like more boxy bargainy, your TJ Maxx's, your Ross's Dress for Less's, right? And they just have the shoes out. Like there's no boxes, they're just like on a shelf. And that can be a disaster because you get people that are like taking the shoes and not putting the shoes back. I once found a pair of shoes I really liked, but they were just two lefts. Same size, two lefts. And I looked forever and did not find the two rights, which means somebody bought two rights. And a two left feet joke is just too easy right now, so I'm not gonna make that one. Oh God, you're riding your bike down this street? Okay, we're gonna hopefully we can get far enough ahead of them for it to not be an issue. I doubt it though, there's a lot of stop signs. And then there are the places where you have to like ask somebody for the size to try on. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Oh no. I probably could have made it. I don't like that at all because, you know, I don't like to talk to people. I don't want to talk to a person if I can avoid it. It doesn't help that those are often like higher end places. So I already feel out of place at a lot of those. And I don't like how snobby some of the salespeople can be, which I'm like, you're not helping. You're not helping me get a purchase. This brings up an issue that I have a lot of time when I go to retail places such as this, which is that when I am just looking, when I don't necessarily want to buy anything, I'm just looking at stuff. Can't find. I'm beating salespeople off with a stick. Around every corner, somebody's asking, "Can I help you find something?" And I'm like, "No, you can just please don't talk to me. I'm just looking. I know." But then, when I'm there and I want something, and it's usually when I like have researched and I want something very specific, and I know what I want, and I'm looking, no help is to be found anywhere. It's like they all go on break when I want help. Like, can you just sense when the introvert actually wants to talk to you? Like, what is that phenomenon? Drives me nuts. I am making great time today. This is nice. Now that I've said that, because I do have somewhere I'm going. I'm going to yoga, where I don't have to wear shoes. They have specialized shoes for everything. You'll go like a sporting goods store, and they have a wall with just shoes, and they're all labeled. This one's for walking. This one's for running. It's like, why do we have different shoes for walking and running? I don't understand that. And it's like, I want to go on a hike this weekend, but I don't think I have the right shoes for it. I don't think I have a pair of shoes that are good like for hiking, and not like hiking, like LA hiking, right? Where I just need a good pair of tennis shoes, but I don't really have a good pair of tennis shoes that are not like just these flat slip-ons I have. It's a problem, and I don't want to go get more ones, new ones. I don't want to go get new ones. You weren't supposed to go. You had the hand. It's a green. Oh, I hate people. Freaking pedestrians and their entitlement. And when you're trying on the shoes, like, I don't want to think about the other people that have tried on those shoes. Because feet, I don't know what it is about feet, but they can be some of the most disgusting places on a person's body. Like, what is that? They can be so gross. And I don't want to think about what other feet have been in the shoes that I'm trying on. You know, my favorite thing are the stores that have, they have that like Kleenex box of those little socks that are just like pantyhose, like the ends of pantyhose that somebody cut up. Like, what does this actually give anybody peace of? It's security theater is what it is. It's like, that doesn't help. Like, what is that keeping out? What toe fungus is that protecting you against? I don't. It's very placebo effect to me. But I mean, sometimes you need that. Sometimes that helps. See, I jinxed it. I said I was making good time, and now every light has been red. All of them. Why do I do that to myself? I should know better. I should know better by now. This is a point that I have about clothing in general. But like, can we stop gendering clothing? Because there are some women's shoes that I see. I like a boot. I like a boot with a slight heel. I would love it. I would love it. But of course, if I can't find men's shoe sizes for my big feet, you think I'm going to find women's sizes? I would wear like a 15 in women's sizes. These are all US sizes, by the way. You European people, I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do over there. I bought a lovely pair of boots the last time I was in Italy, in Florence. They looked fantastic. And as I'm trying them on, the guy who ran the shop and they are very comfortable. And I don't know what that accent was. He said they're very comfortable. And I was like, you don't have to lie to me. You don't have to lie. I know that they look fantastic and they're going to make me feel fantastic, but they are not, and therefore they are not going to be comfortable. And you know what? They are some of the most comfortable shoes I own. He was not wrong. I have walked literal miles in those things and they are so comfortable. Very well made too, Italian leather. And what is happening here? Nobody knows what they're doing. Okay. But yes, I would like more variety in the shoes that are available in general. So that's going to do it for this episode of Drive Time. Make sure you give a like and you subscribe and you do the bell ringing and stuff. You can follow me places. You can do that. That would be a real treat if you've followed me. I'm that KJ Bell on all the things you can find me on. Okay, this Tesla is being a Tesla. Oh, there's a Cybertruck. Ugh. Gross. Anything else I'm supposed to say? I don't remember. This is going to be awful. I can already tell. I'm not going to be able to get to this parking spot. I'm going to try to turn left here. This is going to be awful. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to die here. This is where I'm going to die. Trying to turn left here. The other day, I saw a Waymo try to turn left onto Santa Monica Boulevard off of this street, and I was astounded when it made it. Because I was like, you're going to try to turn left here at this time of day? But it did it, and I was impressed. So, thank you for joining me, and may your drive, as always, be better than mine. Come on, if you go, okay, I'm going! Literally every light since I said that about making good time. I'm still fine. I left earlier than normal. I do this constantly. I think I'm going to be late, and then I show up to this class like 20 minutes early, and it's fine. It's not a problem. It's just like, okay, I could have done like 2 more things at the office. Two more things is optimistic. I could have done half of a thing. Because I underestimate the amount of time everything takes.